Well, hello there, people in the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome to my Minecraft SCP site construction series, part 20. In this episode, we're going to continue with the heavy containment zone. Well, I've already done, by the way. I'm just showing you what I've done. But as you can see, we are in the light containment zone right now because there's a little update in the light containment zone for this episode as well. First thing, SCP-096 is here finally. There he is. Look at him. He's cute and orange and everything. And then we have two new SCPs in the light containment zone. First one, you may have heard him already just now, SCP-096. Eric's Play Toy, I believe it's called. You remember him from, what's it called? SCP Containment Breach. Eric? He hangs around in the cafeteria and does the music. And I figured out how to... Yeah, I figured out how to add custom sounds in the custom NPC mod. So he's actually making these sounds. I'm not editing these sounds, and he's actually making these sounds. And the best thing, if you are here in survival and he sees you, not in his box, but actually outside, this happens. Headphone users, be aware. He attacks and... Yeah, that. So he actually does the same sound he does when he attacks, like in SCP Containment Breach. So that's that. And then the other SCP that is new in the light containment zone is SCP-205. I said that I was going to add that. I didn't say I was going to add 066 because that was kind of like last minute, but here we go. SCP-205. Shadow lamps, I believe they're called. Look at that. Looks pretty cool, right? So then you just have the shadows of those people with the... Yeah, of course these are supposed to be those flash... those lights that you use in pictures, you know, on the things. But I can't really do that in Minecraft, so I just did that. With the prismarine block and then trapdoors all around. And as you can see, we have the... three shadows of the three guys. It's pretty cool. And yeah, if you go in there, they attack you. So that is the updates for the light containment zone. Now let's go ahead and see what I've done in the heavy containment zone. Alright, so here we are at the heavy containment zone, and as you can see, I've done quite a lot of work over there. And also over there. And also over there, but that's empty. So yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys what's new in heavy containment. Okay, so this is basically where I ended off the last episode, over here with 049. As you can see, I've continued the tube, and we're gonna go that way. But first of all, I've also added this emergency shelter. Nothing special, just a little area with some beds, radio, where you can just like hide out a little bit when there is a containment breach. I will add more of these throughout the heavy containment. I also have to place a couple in the light containment, but they're gonna, of course, be more frequent in heavy containment because there are a lot more dangerous things out here. Over here we have SCP-053 from the mod. The little girl, I believe she's just called, the SCP. Which is a tiny girl that if you're over the age of 5 or something and you get near her or touch her, you just die or something like that. Oh, and she's in the bathtub. Hi! Yeah, I'm in creative, so it's alright. Yeah, this is just the room she spawns with. I did modify it a little bit, you know, with the camera. Put the vent over there. But yeah, the shulker boxes are actually in her thing, which is pretty funny. So yeah, just very quick, SCP-053. This is empty. Over here we have another from the mod, SCP-160, the Predator drone, which is a drone which like is sentient. It flies around on its own and it just attacks things. And you have to feed it actual food in order to keep it satisfied. As you can see, there it is, just a drone that just flies around and attacks things, which is quite funny. Yeah, nothing very special up here, just the containment chamber, and yeah, there's a bunch of supplies over there. Then over here we have SCP-096. The shy guy is actually in the facility right now. Yeah, well, the containment chamber is basically the same. He's in this little box over here. There's no entrance, there's no door or anything, there's just this box. I did modify this a little bit, of course, with the signs, like mentioning where the containment chamber actually starts and stuff. But I got a suggestion from one of you guys that I should of how to do this containment chamber. Basically, because of course you can't have cameras in there, because then you have a chance of looking at his face, and then of course he goes berserk, because that's what 096 does. I mean, I think most of you guys already know that. So, oh, whoops, that was I did not mean to do that. So basically, what's how do you figure out whether he's still in there or not when you can't look? So I've done this, which was a suggestion by one of you guys. The entire bottom of his containment chamber is filled with pressure plates, and they are linked up to this redstone lamp. So if this lamp is active, that means you can already hear the pressure plates going off, because he wanders about from time to time. When the pressure plates are being activated, this lamp is on. And of course, when nothing is in there, this lamp is off, because then the containment chamber is empty, because nobody is standing on the pressure plates. So this lamp indicates whether 096 is in there. Well, it actually indicates if anything is in there. It doesn't necessarily mean 096, it just means that anything is in there, which is pressing down the pressure plates. So let's go in there. Let's take a little look, because I'm creative, he can't kill me. There he is. Now, you've all looked at his face now, so he's gonna come and kill all of you guys. So as you can see, we have the pressure plates over here. And he's just sitting, and from time to time he wanders about and sits somewhere else. And then he just, as you see, he just moved, and he sits there. And he activates another pressure plate, and then the lamp just continues to stay on. So yeah, 096 in the facility. So we're getting to some pretty famous SCPs. And another, well, famous SCP coming up, which is SCP-106. Radical Larry. And here he is. I actually, this paddock, I was about to say. This containment chamber is inspired by the containment chamber from Containment Breach. Because it looks very similar, because I like the design. So over here we've got the box where 106 is in. Floating in midair, of course, being held up by the magnets. And then of course here you've got the stairway to heaven. And here you get the panel. You'll probably remember this from Containment Breach. The femur breaker, sound transmission, and the LOID electromagnetics to keep the box afloat. And then over here you can get access to his containment chamber itself. And here we go, we're on the bottom floor. So yeah, I just used these redstone blocks, which basically, well, in theory they hold they hold this magnetic box up, but in theory, of course, in Minecraft you can just build anything floating because it's Minecraft. But yeah, it looks quite cool. Like these blocks of redstone are like holding up this box. That's 096. So yeah, the box is yeah, what is it, 5 by 5 or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7 by 7. Is that in the containment procedures? I don't know. You guys have to check it out. I did look at the containment procedures for 106. Maybe it actually is supposed to be a 7 by 7. Anyway, all these like polished what is this, granite? Andesite. All the polished granite, andesite and stuff is all just for decoration, because it's all about the magnetized blocks. These are special blocks added in the mod because of 106. And these are the only blocks you can't walk through. You can move through all the other blocks because, of course, that's 106's entire property. He just walks through blocks and enters his pocket dimension and stuff like that. But these are the only blocks that he can't walk through. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. And if we have a look, here he is, Radical Larry, just sitting in his box. He will just basically stand there and do nothing for ages, because that's actually what has been observed by 106, what he does. Maybe I'll put a camera in there. But we will see. Anyway, so yeah, this is the containment chamber of 106. One of the larger containment chambers, like 173 and stuff. Looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Over here we have another maintenance area. Basically the same as the maintenance area in the light containment, but in this time, like in heavy containment style. Same chests with the same stuff, same warning that you have to wear hard hats, and you could just go out here and then boom, you're on top of the... Wow, why is that red? That looks scary. Why is that red? Or is it like the sun's coming up or something? Or the sun is setting, which is why everything is red or something. Yeah, the sun is setting. Okay. I think that's the reason why there's a bit of a red glow over there. Yeah, here's some water next to us from a ravine that's over there. Alright, then here we just have a small tube leading to another area. These are all just empty. This loops around the 160's containment chamber. Then this area isn't finished yet, but over here we have SCP-939 with many voices. And as you can see, in this from the mod, in this mod they actually imitate voices of other NPCs, of other monsters. Pretty cool. See, they sound like illagers, they sound like villagers, they sound like zombies. It's pretty fucking epic, if you ask me. Yeah, they've got illager sounds, villager sounds, zombie sounds, maybe even some others. But yeah, okay. This is from the mod, by the way. I did modify this chamber a little bit. So here you go to like this catwalk area. You can already see some of them. Then you can just go to the holding area below over there, or you can go to the research area, which isn't finished, by the way. So let's go to the holding area first. Warning, SCP-939 holding area. They also sound like a witch, if you just heard that. So here we have the holding area on basically on the ground floor. I did add those 4 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 instances of SCP-939 in total, and the mod only adds those 5, and then these other 4 are like they're nowhere. Then I thought, like, yeah, that's a bit weird. I might as well just immediately add them as well. So these 5 were already here, and I added these 4. So you can go in here. And here we have the SCP-939 instances. Here's 939-1, 939-3, 939-19. These are actually like in the SCP wiki. These are stated, so it's not like I made these numbers up. 939-53, 939-89, 939-96, 939-98, and then over there we have 101 or something, and or 99 and 105. Yeah, 99 and 109. These are all the instances of SCP-939 that exist. And they're all contained over here. So here we have another holding area for them. Here we have another little area with a computer. And then this will lead up to the research area. As I said, that isn't finished yet. So you can see, now you just exit on top of the containment cells for 939. But yeah, it's pretty funny that they actually sound like other mobs. They sound like witches, they sound like villagers, they sound like illagers, they sound like whatever. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that is 939's containment chamber. Right, now we're going to skip a decent part. Go back to over here, because there are a couple... There are a couple SCPs over here. Of course, over here is 008, I already showed you that. The new stuff is over here. Over here we have SCP-080, the Boogeyman. And there he is. Kind of hard to see, but that's the point. Yeah, you can hear the fire sound because this is a blaze, but it is an NPC blaze, and I modified it so that it's completely black, and it has white eyes, if it will ever look this way. Because that's what 08's... Yeah, you see? It's got the... oh, turning away. Yeah, there. See, he's got white eyes emitting from the blackness. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that you still hear the fire, but I couldn't change that, so... Unless you guys have a better suggestion, just drop it in the comments. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then over here we have 058, the Heart of Darkness. This one is actually empty because I don't really know how to add that one yet. Because that was in the mod, in the previous mod, in SCP-Craft, but it isn't in this one. But they may actually add it eventually, because the containment chamber of 058, that's what it's called, right? 058? Yeah. The containment chamber 058 has to be 5 by 5 by 5, as you can see, I've already done that. And it has to be of heat resistant metal, and we already have heat resistant alloy from 009. So, who knows, maybe they'll add 058 eventually in lockdown as well. But until now this is empty, until you guys have a suggestion of how I could add it otherwise. Or if you have evidence that the mod is adding it themselves, just let me know, because then I don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so the final SCP for this update is SCP-079. Almost fucked up the name there. The computer. Well, it's not, that's what it's called. It's called Rogue AI or something. Or Old AI, that's what it's called. So there we go. Little computer. Doesn't want to speak to us. And of course the room is similar to the one in Containment Breach. So yeah, that's it. Those are all the SCPs for this update. Then there is a little area over here. But yeah, here we just have another maintenance area, which you guys have already known by now. Why the hell is there this here? And of course you go through there, and this is empty. But yeah, for now. Let me just say that, for now. Oh yeah, also I added like a tiny little thing here. I've added some glass here, because apparently this is the ocean up here. This is just the ocean outside, and I just added the little black security glass so you can have a little look outside just for fun. So yeah, that is it for this update of part 20 of the Containment site construction series. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The facility is coming along quite nicely, and we're actually making a lot of progress with heavy containments, because there are not that many SCPs left. Quite a lot, but not that many. Yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to yeah, for the tubes I'm gonna connect these two together with an L-shaped tube, because this whole area is a bit fucked, and I'll just add a large security bunker in the middle. Then this is gonna continue all the way to here, and then link up to this one with another one of those rooms in the corner. Then here in the corner is going to be SCP-079. And yeah, for the rest I don't really know what other SCPs are going to be where. I just know for sure that 079 is going to go in the corner over there. 079? I mean 076. Sorry, 079 is there. 076. Able. That one is going to go in the corner there, and then... Because the containment chamber needs to be made out of bedrock, and it needs to go in like a tube shaped all the way down with like a lot of security shit. So because there's going to be another layer under here, because as you can see, this is this floor is going to be the bottom of the final the second layer of heavy containment. So therefore, putting it in a corner will seem like that's like the wisest move in my opinion. Just make a huge tube down in the corner. So that's where 076 is going to go, and then for the rest I don't really know where the other SCPs are going to go. I do know which SCPs are of course coming here and which are not going to come here. So yeah, let's take a look. Of course I have a bunch of custom ones, but primarily we'll add them from the mod. Yeah, you are going to come in here. 1048. That's here, that's here. Of course also Euclid's. Yeah, Shadows, yeah, of course 966 is gonna come in here. 538 is gonna come in here. You're already in here. That's gonna come in here still. You're already here. You're already here. You're in light containment actually. That's biological research facility. Yeah, 1000. Yeah, and a bunch of others, as I said. All the Keezers from the mods, a bunch of Euclids from the mods that I haven't added over there, and a couple, what they're called? A couple custom ones that are not in the mods at all. That's what's going to come in here still, of course. A bunch, I'm going to try to squeeze as many on this level, and then we're going to go further down later. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I said, be sure to drop any suggestions of any other interesting things or other SCPs you think I should add and stuff like that. And yeah, who knows, maybe those SCPs will be added. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button underneath if you did. Subscribe to be part of the TheMBmulti so you will never miss any of my videos. You can do that by clicking the subscribe button up here over the left of here, or subscribe button underneath the video. See you later, moments. Ave. 055? Huh? Since when is 055 in this containment chamber? In this facility? I never added this. I have no idea this was over here.